All right, what's going on, fellas? Recap. Chill spot. Perfect. Don't know. I'm sitting here. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. What if I'm way down here? Ooh, this is a good squat position. What's good, guys? The Wiz coming at you with a new place. My new little gardening area. Transplanting, really. I need something inside. I just don't want to keep all this peat moss and dirt and whatnot. Sorry, guys. I am starving after a long day of work. Just give me one of those. Got some shock resistant mix from the bro house at work. We've got organic garden tone, which smells like death. We have potting mix used from True Green. Potting mix plus fertilizer. It does have peat moss in it. I have extra peat moss here. I'm still going to use some, I think. I'm just going to make sure I really maintain water levels. So nutrients, water retention, and the True Green moisturizer, which is this guy right here, so you can see it fall down. Right, you can see the consistency. I've decided to do specific things. Kind of have to bring my plants over here. Let me go ahead and talk for a moment before I bring my plants over. Cheers, by the way. We'll go ahead and break since I know what I'm going to be talking about. Ellison Brewing Company. Fantabulous. Brewing Company. I'm not even sure where they're out of. Michigan. Yeah, I mean, I usually stay a lot more local, or at least the beers that come where I shop are usually a little closer. So Michigan, PA, Ohio areas. Evil Twin Brewing. I think they're just starting to get that in. This is a dark. I know it's a little bit early. However, I didn't get the chance to have this one last night. Because what we have, read it good, guys. One of my faves. I love a good tiramisu stout. Okay, there it is. Not heavy smell, but you can tell. Oh, it's like caramel pudding. It's like I want to say it's maple caramel pudding, because it doesn't give tiramisu its justice. But man, I want to see if I can get a good head on some of this. It's okay. I need to work on my dark pours. Kind of original, but very good replication. It's not too heavy. That was just the suds. It's a little bit sweeter on, almost like a flat Coke product, but with like a vanilla Coke, some like fruity. You don't know what I'm trying to say. But besides that, we do need to get some plants. Tiramisu. Ellison. I haven't even drank it. We'll let that settle. Let me grab some plants. Aye. First ones to take the plunge. I'm not even sure how I should do this. I'd almost rather practice by doing weak ones, just in case I mess up, but wow, my cantaloupe needs some watering, cantaloupe needs some watering. We got our cantaloupes here, still small Dixie cups. Nope, that's not a root. They're not bad, they definitely need to be watered. We're going to change out the soil, we're just going to plant them. Cucumbers. 3 different size pots. 1 8er for the main cucumber, and about 1.5 dozen of the 6, maybe 2 dozen of the 4, which I'll plant tomatoes and cucumbers once, and then transplant again into probably 6s or 8s just to see how they do. I like transplanting, it's okay. I just like to see how it goes. Once I get really overstimulated with too much, I'll start cutting back and just putting them straight into bigger pots. But by then I'll know how the game works a little bit better. Like I said, we're still in practice mode. Let's try this bad boy. Cheers. It's good. Right now, it would probably be better than later in the evening. So I don't want to have to say it, but hands down, it stands no chance against our saving grace in the butternut. Even though tiramisu is supposed to be is a good flavor, I'm not sure it hits it until later on. Maybe 10 seconds after you go ahead and take the swallow, settles in for maybe 5 seconds, then you get a good taste of sweet caramel, pudding, vanilla. I mean, it's there. However, I don't want to say it's light, but it is somewhat light on I don't want to say sweet either, because it's very general. But flavor itself, in my mouth, it's a good. I don't get much from the swoosh, but it does have vigor. The swallow is a little bit more heightened because it brings a little bit of taste in it. It has a lot more dank flavors, oak even. But yeah, get the tiramisu after a second or two. Anyway, let's begin. There are so many here. I'm gonna go ahead and probably play around a bit with a lot of these. Nothing to say, nothing to do. Thing is, my cucumbers are so big, I just don't want to use up all of my brown ones, all of my 6-inchers on the cucumbers. The cantaloupes only need the 4s. I'm going to need a lot more containers. So, nope, not yet. Give me a container. Let's do the brown one. Not very flat. I certainly don't like, this is a little bit wood chippy, this is soil. It's a little bit wood chippy. I found a pretty big one before. These aren't huge, but when you compare it to something like sweet peat, it stands no chance in the field. Sweet peat, I don't even know how it's composted or where it begins, how it's even. I didn't even put in fucking garden tone, guys. That's how behind I am. Holy cow, don't watch me. Probably do a frackin' handful just like that inside, and then churn it. I mean, you can tell it's a little bit softer. I like it. Make a nice little bad boy. Already forgot my garden tone. I have this guy, but it's specifically for watering, so I'll wait for that later. So I'm going to do, this is just an example, I'd probably do something like that. I know I'm supposed to measure, I really do, but I really enjoy the feel of just not fucking knowing. Like, I feel like I could take this here and go there, and then really probably should have done a little bit better at that. I'll probably do, that may have been too much, but I can keep mixing. And then, yeah, it's probably 2 plants worth, honestly. What I put in there was like 2 or 3 plants worth, and now I have a good 4 or 5 inches regular soil here. Separate that fellow like so. Where's my little guy? Come here, little guy. Round and around we go. Very gentle. Look at those roots coming right out the side. I don't need the sponge, so I'm going to save it. Look at that, it grew right into the sponge, and I just let go of a good ½ inch, 3/4 his roots. Keep racing in there. Yeah, it kind of deformed since, well, yeah, it kind of deformed. Since it is wet still. But nevertheless, I'm going to be so much faster at this eventually. There are some pieces that I don't necessarily like in this thing here, but as long as you right on in here. And they're supported. Some of these are definitely wiggly and spinally. Fark, man, there's going to be a lot of cucumbers here. I'm actually going to line these right up above this here shed. And I want to see how this is actually going to be in a second. But yeah, thought of this one earlier, and it is most certainly one of the most useful arts that we're going to have. I have a lot of plants, I have a lot of pots that have hangers on them like so, and I might use these if the gutters can handle them, which will be a humongous win. Mama, she on the phone. I'm sure she can hear me. Let's see how this looks. The only downfall is the sun stops. Nope, not gonna work. I'm gonna have to take it down and put it somewhere else. I have no place for continuous sun that I could use. I have the driveway, and that's it. I don't know what to do. I'm actually pretty baffled at this one. So, cheers to whatever decisions we use. Yeah, it's actually not my favorite. Still useful though. I'd still drink it.